Hi, this is the Aqara Camera Hub G5 Pro PoE and it's more than just a camera. I've tested it extensively and will show you everything you can do with it in this video. I receive emails almost every week from suppliers asking if I want to test the camera. I don't usually respond to them, but certain brands intrigue me. Aqara asked if I wanted to test their G5 Pro camera. They told me that this camera with AI-driven detection and color night vision is not just a camera but also a smart home hub. I found that an interesting combination, so I wanted to try it. Although Aqara sponsored me for this video, this is my own opinion about this product. Aqara did not have any influence on anything that I tell you. In the box you'll find the Aqara Hub G5 Pro PoE. This camera has a compact, no-nonsense design. It's IP65 rated, meaning it can withstand dust and water, making outdoor installation easy. Plus it operates in extreme temperatures as low as -30 degrees Celsius or -22 degrees Fahrenheit. I received the PoE version, so this camera has an Ethernet port for a wired connection. Besides the camera, a few accessories are included, such as a rear lid opener and a USB-C cable, which you can use for power if you prefer not to use the power over Ethernet PoE. Additionally, a protective housing ensures a waterproof connection for your Ethernet cable. As soon as I connected the camera, I could install it directly via the Aqara app. The process was super simple and the camera was up and running within minutes. I could start using it right away. The camera has all the standard features you'd expect. At first it seemed like the spotlight couldn't be triggered by motion, but it can actually be triggered by creating an automation in the Aqara app. Using these automations you can make the camera perform various actions. You can access the video stream via RTSP, meaning you can watch the footage live and locally in Home Assistant. Additionally, you can store recordings locally on your NAS, so you don't necessarily need a cloud subscription to save your footage. However, you get some extra features if you opt for a cloud subscription. The most notable one I discovered is the motion detection response interval. The camera detects motion only every 3 minutes without a subscription, whereas with a subscription it can continuously detect movement. Of course, you can bypass this limitation by using Home Assistant with Frigate, for example. The footage is also stored internally on the 8GB eMMC storage, meaning there is no SD card slot. So if an intruder wants to take your local footage, they'd have to steal the entire camera. Now let's talk about detection. This camera has some really impressive options. First of all, its response speed is extremely fast. There's hardly any delay between the live feed and what you see in the app or Home Assistant, which is quite impressive. You can set up detection for faces, vehicles, people, lingering sounds, animals, packages and lens blockage. For sound detection, you can specify whether you want to be alerted if a baby is crying, an alarm goes off, a dog is barking or if someone is coughing. I think that's pretty cool. The AI processing happens on the camera itself, so these features still work even without an internet connection. I tested the detection on myself, my cat and my chickens. The camera correctly identified me and my cat, however it recognized my chickens as a cat or a dog. So I suspect chickens aren't included in the recognition software yet. I created an automation for face detection that recognizes me and then plays a welcome message.
Welcome home, Ed. Glad you are back.
All of this can be done directly within the Aqara app. You don't need Home Assistant or any other third-party software. This camera features a 4MP 1520p sensor and a 133-degree field of view. The quality is quite good, although I have tested 8MP cameras before. It also comes with true color night vision thanks to its f1.0 aperture and built-in spotlight. That means you'll get color footage even in total darkness instead of the usual black and white infrared. And well, nowadays you can't really settle for less, can you? As you can see in these recordings, the image quality is at its best when the spotlight is on. Without the spotlight you'll notice a lot of ghosting, whereas the image is clear and sharp when the spotlight is on. Beyond just being a camera, the G5 Pro is also a Zigbee and thread hub. It functions as a Matter controller and a thread border router, making it compatible with major smart home platforms like Apple HomeKit, Alexa and Google Home. This is a huge plus if you're deeply invested in smart home automation. Additionally, the camera acts as a mesh repeater, improving network stability for connected devices. I added the camera to Home Assistant using Meta, but unfortunately it only shows an identify entity, which was a bit of a letdown. However, thanks to the RTSP protocol, you can still add the camera as a generic camera in Home Assistant. Privacy-conscious users will appreciate the end-to-end encryption and support for Apple HomeKit Secure Video. Video events like people, pets and package detection are processed locally, so your footage isn't uploaded to random cloud servers for AI processing. For storage, the camera offers encrypted local storage, NAS support and the option to backup to Aqara Cloud. The last option requires a subscription, but you can also store everything locally. I do this by saving the footage on my Synology NAS. Mounting is super flexible. You can install it on walls, ceilings or even using a standard 1¼ inch threaded screw mount. And it has a sturdy base, allowing you to simply place it on a cabinet somewhere in the house. That makes positioning easy whether you're setting it up indoors or outside. The camera has a loud 100 dB speaker and two-way audio, so you can use this to communicate with visitors or scare off intruders. I missed an alarm that can be triggered through motion, but you can create an automation that plays an alarm audio file through the speaker. It also has privacy masking, so you can block out areas you don't want recorded and correlated events, which makes it easier to track specific incidents. The Aqara Home app lets you set up alerts and automation, adding another layer of customization. The Aqara Camera Hub G5 Pro PoE costs $199.99. It's not the cheapest option, but considering it's both a security camera and a smart home hub, it offers a lot of value. You can find links to where you can purchase this camera in the description of this video. Now the list of pros and cons. What is great? The camera has crisp video quality. It has 4MP resolution with excellent color night vision. The smart AI detection is cool. With on-device processing, it detects faces, vehicles and sounds, so no data is sent to the cloud. The camera supports RTSP, allowing you to view the footage locally in Home Assistant. It has strong smart home integration. It works with Apple HomeKit, Alexa and Google Home. I like the stable connection. PoE ensures a strong wired connection with no Wi-Fi issues. But hey, PoE and stability are no-brainers, so maybe this is only logical. This camera is privacy focused. The local processing and encryption keeps your footage secure. And there is no extra hub needed. You can use this camera as your Zigbee or Meta hub, so you do not need an additional hub for other Aqara smart home products. And what could be better? I found the night footage without using the spotlight not very clear, so make sure you create an automation that turns on the spotlight to get a clear view in the dark. The camera has limited built-in storage. 8 GB fills up fast, so NAS or cloud storage is almost necessary. Some features require setup. Advanced smart home functions might take extra time to configure. The integration with Home Assistant is minimal. You can view the camera but not control it using Home Assistant. The standard detection timeout is 3 minutes. A subscription is required for faster detection. Overall, the G5 PoE is a solid choice for those looking for a reliable security camera with deep smart home capabilities. It's not the cheapest, but I think it's worth considering if you want strong performance and privacy. Aqara is a reputable company that has been making smart home devices for years. I have several Aqara devices in my home and have never had any issues with them, so in that regard you're buying the camera from a trusted brand. I hope I've clearly shown what this camera can do. Thanks for watching. Yes, I know I say this every time, but thanks to your support I can continue running this channel and making tutorials and reviews. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a sponsor via Patreon, Ko-fi or a paid member of this channel. The links for those are in the video description. And remember to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Your support helps this channel a lot. I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye bye! Plus it... rear lid. NAS, no, network, NAS. Mounting. The Dutch mountains. You're buying the camera from a trusted brand,